Building a good layout is crucial, and it'll set you up for the peak downs later on. If you can, keep the whole base symmetrical. You could do 2, 3, 4, or even more sides of symmetry. It all depends on the core. And you can also have multiple cores to split up loot and increase the raid cost. For example, even though these bunkers have only one layer of honeycomb to the outside, they're non-splashable, so the raider has to choose one side or the other. So in my opinion, it's better to have staggered loot rooms around your base rather than one stacked core where a raider could take everything all at once. While we're talking about layouts, I want to quickly bring up raised foundations and the bunkers that they entail. Try to stay away from raised foundations altogether unless you really need them for a specific type of bunker. A raised foundation will take the place of 2 walls. And if a raider can find where your raised foundations are, they can go through your base in half the time and half the explosives. Plus, there's a ton more downsides I didn't even mention, so just stay away. Another thing to be cautious of is building the classic 2x2 layouts. These are okay for short-term starter bases, but once you have to expand, it's time to move out. Incorporate some triangles into your layouts, and I promise your bases will be significantly stronger. Speaking of stronger, let's talk about bunkers. If you've watched any of my Rust builds before, you'll know I love building 2 specific ones. One of those being the classic staircase stability bunker. Unfortunately, this does not work on console, but if you're playing on console Rust, don't worry, the next bunker is for you. To build the spiral stair bunker, you just need 2 half walls like this, and then you can build in the drop down. Also, you should know for this bunker to work, you cannot use a half height floor tile as a jump up, so you'll see instead I like to use 3 furnaces. Now when you're ready to seal the bunker, you could place a floor tile like this through the half walls, followed by your spiral triangle staircase. Now depending on your resources, upgrade it to either metal or armored, and you'll have a great bunker leading into your core. Now this bunker is great, but it doesn't work on console. Let me show you my second favorite bunker that does. That of course being the vending machine loot room bunker. These bunkers work in literally every type of base, and you don't even need a hammer to open or close them. Here's how to build one. Flip it around so you don't see the window, then center the vending machine in your triangle, then line it up with the innermost line of the foundation's border and place. Now you can safely loot all 4 boxes, and to close it, simply rotate the vending machine back to the outside. You can also throw a single door, armored or metal on top of this, just to add a little extra protection.